Hello, this is Mel Thompson, and this is a podcast in a series of podcasts about political risk. Today I'll be discussing China and reforms to their economy. Key officials of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, are working very, very hard to convince the Chinese government they need to somehow change their approach to economic growth and make it easier for people to manage their own affairs and invest in their economy. The problem that has occurred over and over again is that they clamp down on certain things that they feel are a threat to their dominance as a ruling government, the Communist Party, shall we say, a ruling party. They need to ease up and allow more openness in many more markets, allow for there to be some more encouragement, some more capacity in understanding that not everybody is against you. Not everybody wants to come in and try to change the way you do things in your own country. Many people who are foreign direct investors simply want to invest in China because it's a great place to be. And they simply want to be in as many markets as possible for the right reasons, reasons that are good for China as well as for the foreign direct investor. The encouraging signs that energy products are starting to be a little bit more stable is a good thing for China. Other areas of their economy are not so stable. The savings rate in China is very high, meaning people are not putting money back in the economy. And you can't blame them because it's unstable in a lot of ways. No matter what the growth has been in the past, and there are a lot of questions whether or not the growth that's been reported by China is actually true or not. No matter if that's true or not, or whether or not the numbers are spot on for a lot of different reasons, is irrelevant. Stability and continued growth, or at least a leveling out, is vital. When you start having the Chinese stock market tank, which is done several times in the past 6 months, you start to wonder and question what is going on. Has there been a problem that's finally caught up to the markets? A problem that artificially manipulated the growth level? Or is it just a cycle that a lot of countries go through when they're uh, growing in many ways? I don't think anybody really knows the answer to that. All I'm saying is that the IMF is doing everything in its power to convince the Chinese government to open many more markets, to try to inject capital into areas that it has been ignoring, and to pull back in some areas. Foreign direct investors need to be aware that China is somewhat in a transition, and a transition that is very, very volatile, that may not lead to a return on an investment anytime reasonably soon, and they need to be very cautious of it. I would not be there right now in certain markets, particularly energy. I would not be there right now in housing. I would not be there right now in construction. I would be there in other areas which are up to you. I don't give advice precisely on particular areas of the market, other than to say I wouldn't be there in certain places, and I would just name those certain places. I'm very leery of the place in those markets. I do believe there's a ton of volatility there, and I do believe that China will eventually pull out of this, as long as there is continued growth, but the growth is truthful and based upon facts. I do believe that the IMF is going to hold China's feet to the fire and try to convince them, if not actually convince them, that the truth shall set you free. You will be better off if everybody knows that these numbers are accurate. This is your real growth level. This is where people can go to invest. Here's another market that's open. Let's get the deals done. Let's not try to delay and try to rely upon 1970s rhetoric, political rhetoric, and waving a red book in the air. It's not about the politics, it's about growth. It's about the economy, it's about foreign direct investors, it's about making those people who are putting money into your economy comfortable. If they're not comfortable, then it's not going to happen. The better the economy is, the better off the company, the nation is, the country is, and that is the message the IMF is probably trying to send China in a very, very subtle way. This has been Mel Thompson.